There really are no bad dogs. What there is in most cases superficial and often inappropriate dog training. When this is further compounded with well-intending but poor decisions made by us as dog owners, the end result is in many cases our dogs are set up to fail. I have a very simple but effective philosophy in training dogs that the first thing that we need to nurture and develop is a strong relationship. Without a good, structured relationship with your dog, we've got really no basis to actually develop any learning from. So putting the dog into a situation where it trusts you completely is absolutely fundamental. The next thing that's important to develop and to foster is an environment where the dog is free to learn through experimentation. If we inhibit dogs from learning how to experiment in life, we're stunting their growth and we're stopping how they actually develop and explore and learn naturally in life. So the environment that we actually put the dogs in and how it relates back to us with that relationship is absolutely fundamental in helping the dogs develop a strong communication with us. How we communicate with the dogs is incredibly important. There are lots of different training mechanisms that help us communicate with our dogs, but to provide them with a system that they're able to communicate back to us as much as we can communicate back to them is absolutely fundamental in getting them to realize that the learning process and the relationship is a two-way street and they can contribute to their own development by how they communicate back to us. We need to understand that dogs are incredibly contextual animals. They derive a lot of information from an environment or a situation and they respond to it accordingly. Past experiences will affect future learning, both negative and positively. And what we need to do as dog trainers is to realize that every situation or environment that we put the dogs in has an impact on how the dog benefits or learns or goes backwards in the training, depending on how it experienced that situation in the past. And we as good dog trainers can leverage off that to actually get most benefit out of our dogs in every form of training. Dogs are incredibly emotional and impulsive to situations. Now this can be negative and it can be positive depending on how we see it, but once we understand that impulsive behavior and emotional behavior is a strong foundation in how they learn, it helps us generate structures and training mechanisms down the track that can leverage off these incredibly valuable traits in a dog to help them get better information and better problem solving skills and fundamentally a much better relationship with us in the context of training and in the context of dog ownership. If anything that I've said resonates with you or strikes a chord that you find appropriate, you will love our training. I get exceptional success in dealing with dogs by harnessing their natural abilities, all the abilities and all the behaviors of a dog that we consider to be problematic are tools that we can use to turn the dog around and shape it and make it a better dog going forward. This is my old friend Rendorf on his last day with me. I would love the opportunity to help you develop the same bond with your dog. I'm Claude Bertoni. This is K-9iQ. Welcome to my YouTube channel.